In 9 days from now, we welcome a new year. Usually it's time of hope and change. But this year, the mood is slightly different. People are more confused than happy. Everyone has the same question. Will we lose another year to this pandemic? Thanks to Omicron, things are not looking very good. Restrictions are returning all over the world, including here in India. Earlier today, the Delhi government banned all large gatherings. So no New Year parties, no Christmas weddings. We are probably looking at a sleepy holiday season. What if you're traveling home for the holidays? Well, more restrictions. Some states require an RT-PCR test. Some have also imposed a mandatory quarantine. So India is on war footing against Omicron. At least the Indian public is. I'm not so sure about the Indian political class, because they're still stuck in election mode, hopping from city to city, holding massive rallies, attending huge public events. What exactly is the message here? Are politicians immune from the Wuhan virus? Does Omicron stay away from election rallies? No, it doesn't. As always, it's one rule for the politicians and another rule for you and me. And trust me, this problem is going to get worse in the coming months. 2022 is a key election year in India. 5 states are going to polls in February and March: Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Punjab, Manipur and Goa. The campaigning has already begun. I'm sure you've all seen these pictures. Thousands of people packed together. Not all of them are masked. Not all of them are vaccinated, I dare say. But who's checking? Apparently, a citizen and a prospective voter are different. A citizen must follow all the rules. A prospective voter gets a free pass. And I won't blame the people for this disaster, because the responsibility lies with politicians, our so-called leaders from all political parties. They are the ones holding these rallies. They are the ones inviting these people, and they are not upholding COVID norms. It's the one thing that has not changed in this pandemic. Think about it. Today, most of us work from home. A lot of us do. Our children attend online classes. Our entertainment is Netflix, not movie theaters. We are moving away from physical interactions. The only thing that has not changed is election rallies. And politicians, their rallies are still in person. The roadshows, the public speeches, nothing has changed. It's like the pandemic never happened to them. But who will question their mistakes? What do you do if rule makers start breaking their own rules? And just to be clear, this is not an argument against elections or against election campaigning. Pandemic or not, democracy must go on. We believe in that. But where is the innovation? Every entity in the world has changed. Schools, hospitals, offices, theaters, every institution has adapted to the Wuhan virus. Surely our political parties can find a solution. There are enough examples going around. In Singapore, for instance, rallies and gatherings were banned during the 2020 parliamentary election. In Montenegro, rallies were limited to 100 people. In Jamaica, political roadshows were banned and meetings were limited to 20 people. I know these are small countries, I understand that, but that does not make their democracy any less important. The fact is, their politicians are leading by example. So what can we change in India? Maybe shift to remote campaigning, hold e-rallies on social media, host town halls on YouTube, use telephonic voice messages or emails. It's not a perfect system, I know, but it's better than risking the lives of thousands of people. Indian politicians should know this, because this is not their first experience. Just think back to the devastating second wave in March and April. Do you know what else happened at the same time in March and April? Elections. 4 states and 1 union territory went to polls in India. Our politicians did the exact same thing. Massive rallies and roadshows. 7 months later, have we learned nothing? The Omicron variant is still a mystery. We know it's more transmissible, but is it deadlier? Is it causing serious symptoms? We still don't know that. So vigilance must be our top priority. We're tightening travel rules. We're banning gatherings. We're assigning Omicron-specific hospitals, which is all great. But change must come at the top. Our politicians must start leading by example. You and I are ready to sacrifice our holidays for safety. The question is, will our politicians do the same? WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.